So we sought out chiropractic care originally for myself. I was dealing with some fatigue and I just felt like stress in my body. And also we sought it for my son Callen, who was dealing with some temperament issues. We had gone through a few different providers working on temperament and speech delay and a few other things like that, but just couldn't quite get to the bottom of his temperament. He just couldn't really cope with a lot of daily life, needed help with that. There's a lot of times where I would spend my days snuggling him on the couch, helping him regulate his feelings. So we sought out care specifically mostly for Callen's temperament. So one of the instances where I realized Callen was just not enjoying life the way that I thought he should was when we went to family camp. We went to camp as a family, and he would go off with his friends and his brother was there. They would do fun activities, swimming and splash pad and games. And I would see pictures of him at the end of the day, and just being a mom, you know what your kid is feeling when you see a picture of them. And I just thought at the end of the week, did he even have fun? This is the most fun place that we could be. And I just didn't even know if he was enjoying it. And that was a big example, but we saw the same things in our daily life. When we're doing fun things and enjoying things as a family where you feel safe, he just wasn't able to fully adjust and feel safe where he was. I heard about Invigorate through a friend a few years ago. She shared actually a testimonial of her daughter who had been under regular chiropractic care in Invigorate, and it was so inspiring, and I could tell that it was life-changing, and it made me think twice about chiropractic care. I had been to chiropractors before, and I had a handful that I really loved, but I had never seen such a life-changing testimonial like that. And so I got to talk to her about that. So knowing someone that had gone through it and had really seen results inspired me to reach out and see if maybe we could have a similar experience here. My initial reaction when we first started coming here was it just felt so welcoming. I felt comfortable here. I've been to chiropractors before that I felt out of place for various reasons, but it just felt like home. It felt like family here. The doctors were so welcoming. The staff was so welcoming and generous. So we loved coming here from the start. Especially starting with scans, I felt very hopeful because we could see on paper what was going on in our bodies. So I could see where the progress could take us from there. After we started regular chiropractic care, I noticed a difference for Callen about day 2, which I was not expecting. Dr. Lacey and Dr. Annika recommended we come 4 days a week at the beginning, which sounded so crazy to me, but we decided to trust them. That's why we're here, and we did. And although Callen had had a few adjustments here and there prior to starting his plan, when we started that everyday plan, by day 2, I noticed a difference. I could see that he was happy, he was enjoying his days more, he was able to cope and was not throwing the same kind of fits that he was prior. So it only took a couple days to start seeing real results, and those progressed over the first couple of weeks to where I knew for sure that this had changed his life. Callen is a happy kid now. That's not something that I had ever said to describe him before, but after regular chiropractic care, he really is a different kid. I've asked those who know us well, friends and family, if they can see the difference, and hands down, everybody notices. He's just a happy kid now. We can see his personality, which we couldn't see before. He's fun, he likes to make jokes, and just enjoy life. We're able to see that a lot now. After we saw such amazing results with Callen, I knew that I wanted to bring the rest of the family on, and I thought it would just be for wellness. I thought that, they don't have any issues, we'll just bring them on to get regular chiropractic adjustments to maintain health and benefit us for the future. I'm so glad that I was able to do that. Dr. Lacey and Dr. Annika were so generous to work with us and help us to schedule things properly so that it would work with our family, with the commitment and financially as well. And after getting scans for my others, I was able to see some underlying issues in my oldest son, Decker, that made me extremely thankful that we were able to do that. I didn't think that we'd be able to have the ability to, all 4 of us, be able to come at the same time. But because they were able to work with us to do that, we've been able to begin working through some issues with my oldest as well. Some of the wins that we've seen with Callen since starting chiropractic care is just the quality of life that we're able to enjoy. We've also been able to really redeem a lot of our relationship. For a while, our relationship seemed like just me helping him cope and him coming to me for that help. And since starting our care here, we've really been able to redeem that in a lot of ways of just enjoying each other, and he'll get to, just come and snuggle me and give me a hug because he's happy. So that's been really reassuring. Some other ones that we've experienced, my daughter was struggling with a lot of ear issues and drainage, but with regular chiropractic care that has lessened greatly. So just keeping everything flowing properly and allowing the doctors to work on her as needed has been great. Decker has seen a lot of wins too. He was struggling with attention span and not being able to recover quickly when he would get set off. We started homeschooling this year, and it started off really well, and it's kind of gone downhill since the beginning, just struggling to sit down and focus. Seeing his scans spoke to a lot of that, but since he started chiropractic care, we've been able to work through some of those issues and really get back to where we started in a good place and just being able to have fun doing school at home. I was a parent on the fence for a long time about chiropractic care. I had been to chiropractors here and there. I'd seen people talk about chiropractic care, but just wasn't really sure if it was for us. I didn't want to make the commitment. I didn't know if it was worth it, but I saw a friend's testimonial about how life-changing chiropractic care was for them. And now I feel like I have that same story to tell. Chiropractic care has changed my family for the better. It's changed Callen's life, and as a result, it's changed our family, and we're just able to enjoy each other a lot more. So I've been there. I've been that friend that was on the fence and didn't know if they wanted to take the leap. I'm so thankful that we did, and if my story could help others do that, that would just be such a joy because we've benefited so much from it.